What's up, guys? It's Jon Doe, and I wanted to rap to y'all because I had another little shroom trip not too long ago that I didn't record that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and then also on top of that, I know a lot of people have been asking me to do another shroom video on Facebook, Twitter, social networks, etc. All of that, even hit my phone and ask. So I'm gonna do another one soon because I know that a lot of people have gotten some type of enlightenment from it. I'm just being me, but if being me can help you, then like I guess I'm doing my job, you know. So if it can help some other people, even though I kind of feel like it's exploiting my spirituality, because when I'm on the psychedelics, it's a spiritual experience for me. You know what I mean? I kind of equate it to somebody going to church and catching the Holy Ghost. No disrespect to your religion, but this is just what I feel when I'm on the psychedelics. I feel in touch with God. I feel in touch with everybody. You know what I mean? And with that being said, like I said, I feel like when you have spiritual experiences like that, I think it's kind of exploitatious to put it on for the world to see. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I'm just weird like that. But anyway, the last trip I had was with a good friend of mine. I'm not going to say his name because I don't know if he wants his business out there like that. But it became so apparent to me, even more than ever. Even though we hear it all the time, it became so apparent to me and so real to me that we are all one. Like all of us. We are all one, cut from the same cloth, just sprinkled through the world. You know what I'm saying? We cut from the same cloth. And the reason that it became so apparent to me is because of this theory that I have. This theory that I have, it might be right, it might be wrong, I don't know. But I feel like our brains all work on a certain frequency, kind of like a radio station. Like we're all tuned into a certain frequency. And when I take these psychedelics, what it does to me is it opens my mind up to hear different frequencies. Follow me for a second. Let me explain it like this. You being a husband, or you being a wife, or a boyfriend, or a girlfriend, or a brother or sister, whatever. You go in a house and you see somebody that you love there, without them even saying anything to them, you can tell that they're having a bad day. Or that feeling that shoots through you that says, I need to call this person because something's not right. How do you explain that? In a way that the conclusion I came to is that right there, that feeling that you have to check on somebody, or that feeling that you have of somebody that you love is in trouble, is your brains working on the same frequency. And you knowing to call that person because they're in trouble. Your brains are working on the same frequency. And the only way that we can get on that same frequency with each other is by loving each other. You know what I'm saying? I can't understand what's going on with somebody I hate. I can't get it. That's why we hate people. I don't understand you, so I hate it. I don't understand your religion, so I hate your religion. That's how the world is. That's why wars pop off, because we don't understand each other. And what I'm telling you is when I take these shrooms, psychedelics, whatever, when I take these so-called drugs, it puts me on a frequency when I can understand what the fuck is going on with a total stranger. I can feel the pain of a total stranger and understand that I'm not going to hate you because we going through the same exact thing. We are the same thing. We're the same person. Why hate you? You going through the same shit I'm going through. You know what I mean? So I'm tripping out with my friend, and this is when it became very apparent to me. We were finishing each other's sentences like we would have conversations, 2-word conversations, because he wouldn't have to say the whole sentence to me because I already knew what he was going to say. And I would tell him that. You ain't even got to say it, dog. I already know. I get it. You know what I mean? And from the outside looking in, people will look at me or look at anybody that's about this psychedelic thing and they'll say you're crazy. Like, what the fuck? You're crazy, dog. But until you actually do it, and you actually see the change that comes over you from being this way and thinking this way, taking the psychedelics and then thinking a totally different way about shit. Like, for the better, though. But once you actually see that, you can't deny it. Like, you can't deny the power of that shit. It's medicine, man. It's medicine that can heal the world for real. And the reason that they make it illegal is because it can heal the world. They don't want us to know what the fuck is going on. That's why they make it illegal. That's why they make weed illegal, because you smoke weed and you sit there and you actually think about shit deeper instead of just, oh, this is fucked up, everything is fucked up. Nah, you smoke that weed and you sit there and you think about it, and you actually think about shit and think about ways you could change your life a little bit. Or at least that's what I get out of it, you know? When I take these psychedelics, man, it just put me on the same fucking frequency as everybody. You know, I'm empathetic for everybody. You know, and that last trip I had, it just became so clear. I'm sitting outside just looking at the trees and shit, and a man is nowhere near me, and I'm looking up into the trees, and a face start to form. Follow me. A face start to form in the trees, and I'm getting scared, like it's actually scaring me, and I feel like I'm about to have a bad trip when I see that. And my friend, not even seeing what I'm looking at, not even in the same area that I'm in, calls out to me and says, "Hey, Jon Doe, it's okay. Relax, bro. You're going to be alright." I didn't say nothing out of my mouth. I'm freaking out in my own head. But somehow he seen it. Somehow he felt that I was freaking out and felt the need to call out to me and say, "It's alright, bro." How do you explain that? How do you explain him knowing what the fuck is going on in my mind? Unless these shrooms, drugs, put our brains on the same fucking frequency and enabled him to see what was going on through my eyes. You wouldn't get it. Like, I know that you don't get it. I understand that you wouldn't get it unless you tried it. And I'm telling you, that shit will change your fucking life, dog. If you go into that shit the right way, and like you actually go into it looking for some spiritual enlightenment and shit, and you go into it looking for some questions to be answered, you'll get some shit answered. You'll find some shit out about yourself. It'll change your life, man. He's seeing what I was seeing out of my eyes through his eyes. He felt the emotion that I had in my heart in his heart. And I feel like we all as human beings can get to that point, you know? Instead of this bullshit that we going through. Instead of everybody hating on everybody, crabs in a barrel pulling everybody down. I guarantee you. You take one psychedelic trip, one trip, and the way that you look at life is not going to be the same. The way that you feel about other people is not going to be the same. These control systems that's put up, they want us scared of each other. They want us not to trust each other. So we can't unify. That's why they want that. They want to be in control all of the fucking time. They don't want us to come to a point where we can say we don't need these control systems no more because we're self-sustaining. You feel what I'm saying? That's what they want. They want us where we are. We slaves and don't even know it. And that's the genius in it. They put us and took us out of shackles and took us out of chains, took them off our ankles and off our wrists and put them on our mind, and we don't even know it. So if you want to understand some shit, take one of them trips, man. No bullshit. Take one of them trips. Because prior to you taking a trip and listening to this video right here, you would have no clue what I'm talking about. I guarantee you. But the second after you get that realization, the second after you can see nature talking to you, you know what I'm saying? And you can see your spirituality manifest itself in reality. When you can see that, then you'll understand what I'm talking about. And then you'll understand why I love everybody. Even the people that I once hated, I love them. Because we all the same. We all going through the same shit. You know what I mean? I be rambling like a motherfucker. This shit is crazy. But anyway, look out for another shroom video. It'll be out in a couple weeks. Open up your mind, man. First off, open up your eyes. Because your eyes are closed to the truth right now. Open up your eyes. And then open up your mind. Because we can't change the problem until we realize that it is a problem. Yeah. Peace, man.